Hey everyone! Today we are doing our Facebook Live class a little bit early. I had planned this for 2 o'clock, but my day is just kind of getting crazy, and so I thought, while it's quiet, hopefully, I can do this class for you. Today is making over your cleaning routine. Now, cleaning naturally and without chemicals was probably one of the last things that I really paid attention to as I was transitioning my life over into more healthier, holistic ways. So I just didn't ever think about it. I just went to the store, I would buy conventional cleaners. I just didn't really think about it. And then, of course, I became much more conscious of it when we were having children and all those things. So cleaning is super important. I mean, it's something that, number one, most of us do every day, especially if you're a mom and you're at home with your kids. We clean every single day. So it's something that we need to be focusing on. So why would we want to do green cleaning, in other words? So we want to be green because it's safe and effective for our families, right? It's easy on the wallet if you're making your cleaners yourself. So if you go to the store and you look at some of those organic, already made cleaners, yes, it is convenient. But it's a little bit pricier than maybe buying the conventional things, right? But if you learn some great things that I'm going to teach you today, you can make your own, and we're talking about pennies here. So it's also highly effective. So we know from scientific research that using essential oils and even using some of the other natural products out there, that they're really effective. We know that. It's been studied. And they're environmentally friendly. So always be focusing on really what's better for this world that we live in. So just a few little facts as we're getting started. So household cleaners, right? The ones that we just go out and buy in the store, they can and do contain really toxic chemicals, and these can cause short and long-term health issues when they're being used. Okay, so that's a fact. Another fact is that with our children, our little ones, hey girls, we're in the midst of play here at our house. Can you play quietly in the other room? That'd be awesome. Thanks. Our children are much more vulnerable to chemicals during their developmental stages, and that certain chemicals during the stage can actually interfere with their body systems. So that interferes with the development of their neurological system, their endocrine system, and their immune system. So when we bring our children, our babies home from the hospital, things like that, and we've got all these toxic chemicals in the soup that's around our house because we're spraying and we're cleaning things every day, that's going to wreak havoc on our little baby systems because they're so much smaller than us. And they're in that really early stages of development still. So also, what are the main routes of exposures to chemicals that we have in our homes? Well, it's eating. So when we wash our dishes, whether it's in the dishwasher or in the sink, and then we pull them out and then we put our hot food on our plate, what do you think that's doing after it's been washed in some chemicals, right? Well, all those chemicals are going to heat up and they're going to leach into the food that you're eating. So we can actually receive toxins from eating off of our plates, which is kind of crazy. But if we think about it, we realize the logic there. Also drinking, same thing with our cups. We wash our cups, we put our coffee or our tea in that cup, and it's been washed in chemicals, so all those toxins, because it's hot and heated, will leach into the drink that we're drinking, and it goes into our bodies. Breathing. Everything we're spraying into the air, we're breathing in. So the spray that we're using on our counters, on our mirrors, the dusting, right? All of that. As we spray it, we're breathing it in, and our children are breathing it in. And then touching surfaces. So I don't know about anyone else in the world, but my children sometimes lick surfaces. I know, it's gross, but they do. They're children, right? And gross, then I just clean this off with some dusting stuff and my toddler comes and licks the surface. Well, she's just going to be licking all of those toxins that we know are scientifically bad for our bodies, and they're putting them in her young, body that's still developing. So younger children actually, so our babies, they have higher respiratory rates than adults. So they're breathing in a faster way than we are. And this means that they absorb more of those contaminants per unit of weight, which means they experience a higher inhaled dose. So since they're breathing faster, we're spraying things in the air, they're breathing it in, and they're getting a higher dose than us, which is another factor that we've got to pay attention to that with our little ones. And that's one of the reasons why, it's one reason why a lot of people have breathing issues now, right? And especially our children. I'm seeing a lot more children that have breathing issues. And so it's something we should be mindful of. So according to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, the air inside of our homes, this is eye-opening, the air inside of our homes is 200 to 500% more polluted than the air outside. And that's mainly due to the toxic cleaners that we're using in our homes. In our homes, our air is not filtered very well, right? The air kind of just stays unless you open your windows all the time. So again, that's one of the reasons why David and I, we realized this, and so we went out and we got these really great Filter Queen air filters that we have 3 of them in different parts of our house, and we turn them on at night, and we turn them on really high when we're gone from the house. And it really does a great job of filtering through the air and cleaning our air. So what's so great, though, is that we have options. We have options to change this. We have our essential oils. We have wonderful other things like Norwex cloths. And I love my Norwex cloths, and I use them. The one thing that I miss when I use my Norwex cloth is the smell, right? I love good, pure, therapeutic grade essential oil smells. I love it. So I do use my cloths, but I also use my oils a lot. So what are some must-have basics as we're getting more into cleaning with our oils? So some basics that probably we all already have in our cabinets are things like baking soda. So baking soda absorbs and eliminates odors. You can use it to clean your countertops, sinks, and tubs. Sprinkle some baking soda on your carpet and let it sit for about 15 minutes and then vacuum it up. It does a great job of helping to deodorize. I was always a huge fan of the carpet sprinkles, right? When I was in college, and I used to think I was doing such a great thing and it smelled good, even though it gave me a headache, but I never realized that's what it was from. And but now I know I can use baking soda, and you can even add essential oils to that to give you that great scent. White vinegar. I think everybody would have white vinegar in their kitchen, and that contains natural antifungal and antibacterial properties, and it cuts grease and dissolves mineral deposits. It's a great thing to have. Castile soap lifts dirt, cuts grease, eliminates tough stains. You can pour a small amount over your baking sheets and let it soak, and that really does a great job of making it just all the yuck just kind of falls right off, and then it's nice and shiny and clean. You just kind of scrub it off. Salt, something we all have too, and I didn't even think about using salt in my cleaning, but it is an effective scoring agent. So you can pour a little salt mixed with some hot water. You can pour that down your kitchen sink. And if you do that regularly, it helps to really deodorize down there, and it helps to keep the grease from building up, which is important. And then you can mix a little salt with lemon and use it to remove stubborn coffee and tea stains. So that's a really great tip. Now, some of our best essential oils that we want to use in cleaning. Some of my favorites are lemon, obviously. So it's such a great versatile oil. Lime, really any of the citrus oils, but lemon, lime, wild orange. I love Douglas fir. Of course, I kind of have an infatuation with that oil anyways. There's Douglas fir. Eucalyptus is great for cleaning. Of course, melaleuca, which is just tea tree oil. There's a blend that doTERRA makes called Purify, and it's all of the citrus oils and citronella together. Smells very, very clean. Kind of a pine sol-y smell, but better. And thyme. peppermint, and of course we have the On Guard blend, and then doTERRA's made a cleaner concentrate out of the On Guard blend, which is pretty much a lifesaver. And it's really versatile, and you only use like a tablespoon or two of these in, this is my big guy. This is what I clean my entire house with. So in here I have a little bit of cleaner concentrate, like a tablespoon, and then I have about 20 drops or so of wild orange, because I love the way that they smell together, and I just like the way they work together. So I like to mix my oils in with my concentrate. Now, if I didn't have this, right, then I could just use my essential oils and do about 25 or more drops in here of any of the blends, right, any of the oils that I just mentioned, or just stick with your On Guard, and you can add lemon or wild orange to that, and you can just fill it up with water. That's what I do. Now you can use some of your white vinegar in this bottle too, but I am personally not a fan of the smell of vinegar. I know that it does great things, but for me, I'm fine with just using water. Now if you're just using water, you always want to shake this and then spray. That's the trick. Shake and spray, because the oil and the water don't mix. So in order for it all to mix and to get onto your surfaces, you'll need to shake it. So anyways, let's talk about some DIY ideas for cleaning. So there's a really great floor cleaner recipe. We call it the pine floor cleaner. And it is, you get your gallon bucket of water, right, out. You put about 2 tablespoons of Castile soap. You do 5 drops of Douglas fir, white fir, and cypress, and 10 drops of lemon. Okay, so 5 drops of Douglas fir, white fir, and cypress, and then 10 drops of lemon. And that's what you would clean your floor with. And it's fantastic. Let me just say. So oftentimes, sometimes what I do, because I have little kids, and having a bucket of water around is way too tempting for them to just go and pour it out or put all their toys in, and which wouldn't actually be such a bad idea, probably clean their toys off. But I put it all in a spray bottle, and then I just spray my floor, and then I mop over it. That just seems like a simpler idea for me, and so that's what I do. But it's a great, great recipe, and the solution does not need to be rinsed off. When we're cleaning with the essential oils, we don't have to rinse it off. In fact, I use my all-purpose cleaner, and I clean off all of my children's toys, especially after we've had company or after we've all been sick, and I just spray them all down, and then I let them sit, and I don't wipe them off or anything, because you don't need to. And it's perfectly fine for your kids to put that in their mouth. And then we have of course, your DIY all-purpose recipe. I've already kind of told you that's about, I just filled this up with water, but you can do about 1 cup of water to 1 cup of vinegar, and then your 25 drops of your essential oil of choice. And you can spray and shake. And then there's a really great lime scale remover recipe, and that is half a cup of baking soda, 3 tablespoons of water, and you'll mix that together, and then you'll add your 10 drops of lemon and your 10 drops of lime, and that's great. You'll just rub a small amount on the surface, let it sit for about 20 minutes, and then wipe off. And it just does a beautiful job of cleansing and removing any kind of gunk and grease and things like that. Now we have other resources, right, available to us if we wanted more recipes. So I love the Essential Life book for this, and there's a whole section on cleaning. Here it is. It's fantastic. There are recipes and recipes and recipes for us. There's a fruit and veggie wash. There's a natural scratch remover. Lemon juice, distilled white vinegar, and lime essential oil. There's upholstery fabric cleaner that you can make, carpet freshener, carpet stain remover, wood cleaner and polish. I love making my own wood cleaner now. It's so easy, and my wood is doing so much better. It just looks beautiful and really well nourished. And then of course hardwood floor cleaner. There's a section for the bathroom in here. It gives you all you need to know about soap scum remover, window and mirror cleaner, disinfecting cleaning wipes. So you can make your own cleaning wipes. It's really cool. And you make them out of paper towels. And that's really fun. I haven't tried it yet. It's on my to-do list. Maybe that's another upcoming class or video. Mold and mildew preventer, disinfecting toilet bowl cleaner. You can make your own toilet bowl cleaner. And then kitchen cleaners too. There's a whole section here. A drain cleaner, a sticker and goo remover, garbage can odor tablets, grill cleaner, oven cleaner spray, and oven cleaner paste. So all of those things that you can make yourself, and that is really helpful. Like I said, it's a little bit expensive to go out to the store and try and buy the organic cleaners that are already made, but if you have the essential oils and a few other really simple ingredients in your home, you can just make them yourself. And so that's really saves you money, saves you some time, and it's creative and fun. And your kids can actually put it in your mouth and it would be a-okay. So anyways, I hope that that was informative for you. And if you have questions about that, or you want some more of these recipes and you don't have this book, you can order this book from many different sources. You can get it on Amazon, Aroma Tools, Share Oils, Oil Business, or not Oil Business, sorry, it's Oil Life. It used to be Oil Business. Anyways, let me know if you've got questions. I'm happy to answer them. So you guys have a great Tuesday.